This German doctor knew the exact cause of colitis. He was so skilled, he could look at your brain CT scan and and would know if you had Crohn's or colitis or whatever digestive issue just by looking at your brain CT scan. And he would help people stop all of their colitis symptoms. And this is after drugs weren't working anymore, after diets weren't working, and remedies and other crazy supplements. Like, this is not like after people tried everything, then they come to this guy and he stops their symptoms. And his it's worked on me, and I've helped many people, use his methods to get better from Crohn's and colitis. It works because it addresses the root cause. So here's the root cause. It is caused by a conflict shock, a stressful situation. Oh my God, it's so stressful. A stressful situation that catches you off guard. What are you talking about? Stress? Like, that doesn't make any sense. If you read any book written by a GI doctor before Big Pharma took over, they knew it was all caused by stress. And even modern doctors today, they're like, yeah, stress is a huge factor in this. Anytime anybody shows up in the ER, it is always or after or around a stressful situation. So what type of stressful situation? It's always linked to the function of the organ. So the colon is in this like weird spot where it doesn't really digest food, but it's kind of set up to do that. It doesn't. It just absorbs water and it holds poop. So what I see when people have the diarrhea, colitis C, they have a or colitis D, they have a lot of constipation, and it's like they're holding on to something. They're sad and they're fearful and they're depressed and that they can't hold on to this thing, and they want to suck as much value out of it as possible. But when someone has colitis D or diarrhea, they want to get rid of crap, but they can't. Oh, you can't get rid of this thing? I'll help you out, buddy. All right. Bring that thing in like an accordion, the colon, and there's not going to be any room left, and you're going to have to go to the bathroom. I don't care where you are. So that's what's going on. We need to first find that conflict, and I help people do this with my 13-day protocol. It's this like video program that I have, and it has like a workbook, and it digs this conflict up out of your subconscious. The longer you've had colitis, the more it's buried in your subconscious. But if it's only been a year, it's like you're probably still consciously aware of what the conflict is. And it worked. I've seen it work so many times. I've seen so many people gain 20, 30 pounds after years of dieting and years of drugs. I've had people who were like literally 3 days away from getting surgery, and they, instead they start taking this approach, and they're fine. They canceled the surgery and they're fine. Now, like, I know this sounds too good to be true. Like, what do I know? I don't have a white coat. I don't have a doctor's degree, but I visited tons of doctors in my area. I lived in Washington, D.C., and I said, hey, like, how do I fix my Crohn's? Oh, well, I don't know. Just be on drugs for the rest of your life. Are you serious? Do you really call yourself a professional? What's the root cause? Oh, well, I've never really thought to think about looking for the root cause. Like, what do you even do all day long, dude? Yeah, there's no cure. Like, that's such a bad attitude. How are you going to find the cure with that attitude? Get busy, get looking, and that's what I did. I just read books and did research. I was my own guinea pig until I figured it out. And then, luckily, I found the work of Dr. Hammer in my life. Like, I was a skeleton. Until I started, taking this post-traumatic stress syndrome, figuring out my conflicts and getting over the PTSD triggers. And, I went from 150 pounds, now I'm 200 pounds. I have tons of energy. I do whatever I want. I live life on my own terms. And this is after an incurable case of Crohn's and colitis. You know, they call you crazy until you do it. You know, I don't know. I just want to share with you guys what I did to get better. Take it or leave it.